Welcome to my channel, Marie's Country Life. Hello friends, today I'm going to do fruit preservation process. This is simple, and as you know, there are many types, or there are several ways that you can preserve your fresh fruits. You can preserve it by freeze drying, dehydrating, by canning, by salting, you name it. And now I'm going to preserve the blueberries by freezing. Some of you may have no refrigerator, and some of you probably have refrigerators, so this process will work great for you. And I have here blueberries. These blueberries are from our plants. My children helped me pick these blueberries, and these are blackberries. Some are wild, and some also, the big ones, these are the ones from our plants, blackberry plants, but the smaller ones, they are usually wild. And so anyway, we like them in smoothie, and we like eating them in cereal. And because we have plenty enough to preserve, this is what I'm going to do today. So as I said, some of you will just probably stick this right into the refrigerator without thinking of freezer burn. Freezer burn can cause the texture of your fruit different. So some will taste rubbery, some will taste spongy, especially for blueberries. After you put them in the refrigerator or in the freezer, and when you thaw it, it will taste spongy, something like that. So you have to eat it right away after freezing them. And there are ways that you can at least help preserve the texture of the fruits to avoid freezer burn. So today I'm going to use two ways. I'm going to use a food sealer. I will also use a regular saran wrap and just a regular Ziploc bag, which is typical. But if you have a food sealer, that is way better, because food sealer will eliminate the oxygen that's trapped inside the bag. Okay, to do the process, I'll have to put these blueberries in the bags. First, I'm going to do the food sealer for freezing the blueberries. But before you do that, if you get these fruits from your own trees, and if it's just rained, you don't have to wash them. As long as there are no stems, your blueberries are probably clean. But if they are store-bought, you want to wash them and make sure that you drain them properly and you let it air dry for a few hours in a colander. And the same with the blackberries. If it just rained like heavily, and after you harvest the blackberries, you can just air dry them. Otherwise, if they are store-bought, you may want to really wash them and again put them in a colander to air dry them. Blackberries and blueberries are expensive because the shipping and handling, they are really delicate. It's hard to ship. It will not keep for a long time. So I have here in different bags, this one here to my left, these are the blackberries and these are the blueberries. The bags, the size, it's 6 by 10. If you want to freeze fruits in a bigger bag, you can. There's also smaller bags, just depends on what you want. I want to tell you though that whatever you put in a bag, and if you want to seal pack, or you want it sealed in a food sealer, that anything that you put inside, especially the soft fruits, it will get squished or smashed, because what a food sealer does is it eliminates whatever oxygen that's inside. So if it matters to you, if shapes matter to you, that you may consider that. For blueberries are a little harder or tougher than blackberries, but for me, I really don't care, because the reason why I'm freezing these is because I want to use them for smoothie later. Okay, so the blueberries, it will be okay, but the blackberries, it will be squashed or smashed. Okay, let's do it. Okay, this is the food sealer. Have to turn on the unit, and it's on. Open the compartment, and I'm going to do the blueberry first. As you see here, I'm using Avid Armor Ultra. This is a good and quality food sealer. This brown here, this is where the seal is going to be. So the opening of the bag, make sure that you put it right here, so it seals properly. And then you close. Auto seal and vac. Just press it. It will do it. It's sealed. It's sealed. There's no air inside. And this is ready for freezing. As you see here, this is the seal. You see, it's tight. There's no air. And this is what keeps the fruits stays better, the texture, because there's no air inside that can cause freezer burn. And here is the blackberry. See, the blackberries are softer, and it's better to freeze blackberries when they are not very ripe and they are softer because they are overripe, and I'm going to put them in my smoothie later. So I don't care if it gets squished or smashed. So I'm going to process, auto vac, and seal. It's done. And let's open and see what it looks like. It's harder, and I can still feel the blackberries, and I can see a little bit of juice here, but it's okay. This is for my smoothie later. So this is the blueberry. No, I mean, this is the blackberry bag, and this is the blueberry. And they are sealed using a food sealer. And later, if you want to use only half of the content here, you can just open the bag, and if you want to reseal it, you can. You'll just have to stick it back here in the food sealer. Otherwise, if you want to consume everything in here, that's perfect also. Anyway, this is it. The sealing prevents it from having freezer burn. The texture will be better, and it will preserve the fruits, the blueberries and blackberries, better. So I showed you how to seal the fruits using a food sealer, because food sealer can keep the texture or the flavor of the fruits better. Now there's another way that you can do it without using a food sealer. Using a saran wrap, this is what I would do. Saran wrap is a brand name, but the generic name is plastic cling wrap. This plastic cling wrap works best in wrapping fruits, vegetables, or meat as an alternative if you don't have a food sealer. But the plastic cling wrap, typically it's more common and it comes handy. You can wrap the fruits or veggies or meat tightly to eliminate air as much as you can air out, because the trapped air inside the plastic can cause freezer burn, which causes weird taste or texture on the food that you are trying to freeze. Without the air trap inside the bag or the plastic where the fruits are or the veggies, it will help prolong the quality of the fruits, the vegetables, or the meat that you freeze. So take the time to wrap the fruits or veggies patiently and gently. Make it as tight as possible, as tight as you can, to be able to remove the air that's inside. The plastic cling wrap makes it easier to wrap the fruits because it clings to the fruits and the plastic when you try to wrap it. Wrap it gently, patiently, and just making sure that it's wrapped properly. You can close the ends by twisting it and at the same time removing the trapped air inside. twist it and make sure that it's tightly wrapped. You can wrap it with another cling wrap just to make sure that it's thick, but the main thing is that you eliminate as much air as you want and as you can. And after that, you put it in a zip bag and then you air out the zip bag too. Make sure that there's no air trapped inside. Press it gently and that's it. This is ready for freezing. You won't be able to eliminate the air or the oxygen inside 100%, but try your best anyway. There you go. This is your second best. Food sealer is the best in eliminating the air or the oxygen inside. So I finished food sealing or packing the blueberries and blackberries. Make sure that after you seal them up that you write the date and the name of the fruits that you just packed, so you know when you did it, and it's just the right thing to do. Anyway, it's not hard, it's easy. So you just need to have the material that you need, the food sealer, the bags of course, and if you don't have the food sealer, you can use the saran wrap and air out as much as you can. You can double wrap it, and you can use a regular Ziploc and a regular zip bag and air out as much as you can. And your fruits or whatever you pack inside or you seal inside should last for a while. The blueberries and the blackberries are sealed. They are now ready for freezing, and later when they are frozen and whenever you want some blackberries and blueberries in your cereal or in your smoothie, you can get them and enjoy them. Okay, this is not a hard process, it's easy peasy, and that's it. You can do it too. Thank you for watching. See you next time.